The massive hangar at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base buzzed with anticipation. Rows of fighter jets gleamed under bright lights, and airmen stood at rigid attention. Word had spread quickly. President Donald Trump was on his way, coming in person to thank the maintenance crew for their exceptional work during a recent international rescue mission. For most, it was the kind of moment that would only come once in a lifetime. But for Staff Sergeant Noah Hayes, standing near a half-repaired F-16, the excitement felt heavier than it looked. At 28, Noah had built a reputation as one of the best mechanics on the base. Quiet, meticulous, and unwaveringly reliable. He wasn't someone drawn to the spotlight or to public displays. "Big day?" murmured his friend, Airman First Class Jaden Morales, nudging Noah lightly. "You ready to shake the president's hand?" Noah didn't reply. He just focused. On the bolt he was tightening, his eyes low. Jaden frowned. "You good, man?" Noah finally glanced up, his blue eyes unreadable. "I'm fine. Just not a fan of being on camera." An announcement echoed across the hangar. "All personnel, stand by for the arrival of the President of the United States." The room snapped to attention with practiced precision. The base commander issued last-minute directives. Noah tugged. On his gloves, heart steady but mind racing, not from nerves or stage fright, but from something deeper. Outside, the rumble of a motorcade grew louder. Cheers erupted as President Trump stepped out. Noah neither clapped nor frowned. He simply stood still, bracing for something no one else could feel. Jaden leaned in again, whispering, "You really not gonna shake his hand?" Noah answered in a quiet voice, "I can't." And with those few words, a moment that would capture a nation's attention was set in motion. The hangar doors hissed open, and President Trump entered, surrounded by Secret Service and top military brass. Applause echoed through the steel structure. Cameras clicked, reporters whispered, and every eye turned toward him. Trump smiled as he walked the center aisle, shaking hands with officers and enlisted airmen alike. He made it a point to thank the mechanics and the crews, those who rarely got recognized. When he reached Jaden, the young airman straightened with pride and saluted sharply. "Thank you, Mr. President," Jaden said. Trump shook his hand with a firm grip. "Thank you, son. You keep these birds flying." Then he turned to the man beside him. "Staff Sergeant Noah Hayes," the base commander announced. "Our lead technician on the Falcon Zero project. The president wanted to meet the man behind the mission." Trump extended his hand. "I've heard about your work. Exceptional job. It's men like you who keep our nation strong." The room went silent. Noah stared at the outstretched hand and didn't take it. He didn't move, didn't speak. The silence shattered the air. Someone dropped a clipboard. A general shifted uncomfortably. Jaden's face paled. Trump kept his hand out for a moment longer, then slowly lowered it. Noah finally spoke, voice calm and unwavering. "Respectfully, sir, I can't shake your hand." It was like time had stopped. Even the humming planes seemed to fall quiet. The base commander's voice cut in, tense. "Sergeant Hayes, is there a problem?" Noah stood tall, posture perfect. "No, sir. No problem. I just can't." Trump didn't react with anger. Instead, he studied Noah, like a man trying to solve a difficult puzzle. Jaden leaned toward him again. "Dude, what are you doing?" Noah didn't answer. He wasn't being disrespectful. He wasn't looking for attention or headlines. But, in that moment, He couldn't pretend to honor something he hadn't come to believe. Trump finally broke the silence. Well, that's a first. A few nervous chuckles rippled through the room, but the president's tone wasn't offended. It was curious. He turned to the commander. Let him speak. I want to hear why. The commander hesitated. Mr. President, maybe we should— No, Trump interrupted. This isn't about me. Let's hear him out. Noah's jaw clenched. He hadn't meant to share this. It was raw, private. But the moment had arrived. He lifted his eyes. Sir, it's not about politics or party. It's about my father. Trump's expression shifted slightly. He served in the Gulf, and he died thinking no one remembered him, that the country he fought for forgot him. Another wave of stunned silence filled the room, but this time it wasn't shock, it was sympathy. Noah's voice cracked ever so slightly. So when I see a handshake, I don't see tradition. I see a promise, one I'm not sure was ever kept. Trump's smile faded, not from insult, but from understanding. Noah continued, steady and heartfelt. My father, Master Sergeant Daniel Hayes, flew out of this base in '91, Gulf War, crew chief, one of the best, they said. Trump nodded slowly. The name rang a bell. His memory for military service was sharp. But when he came back, Noah said, he wasn't the same. PTSD, survivor's guilt. He suffered silently. And back then, no one talked about that, especially not to mechanics. No, one made a sound. I was 10 when he took his own life. Noah took a breath. The folded flag they gave us didn't feel like gratitude. It felt like goodbye. Trump looked straight at him. And you feel shaking my hand would dishonor his memory? Noah hesitated, then nodded. Not unless I believe things are truly different. Trump clasped his hands together. He didn't argue. He simply said, tell me about your father. Off camera, when this is over. The ceremony continued, but the atmosphere had shifted. Everyone felt it. Trump went on shaking hands, but his mind lingered on Noah. Later, in a break room, behind the hangar, Trump requested a private moment with him. No press, no cameras, just them. Trump leaned against the table. You didn't embarrass me, son. You told the truth. And truth's rare these days. Noah said nothing. Sit. Trump gestured. I want to hear about Daniel Hayes. And so, Noah told him, about his father's devotion to his crew, the long nights, the quiet sacrifices, the way he came home a hero on paper but broken inside. He never asked for much, Noah said. Just recognition, that what he gave mattered. Trump listened, really listened. Do you think things are changing now? Noah asked. Trump met his eyes. I think they're starting to, because of people like you. Noah exhaled. I didn't mean to make a scene. Sometimes scenes wake people up, Trump replied. A week later, Noah received a manila envelope from the White House. Inside was a handwritten letter. Staff Sergeant Hayes, you reminded me what real service looks like. Not the kind with cameras, the kind that endures. I've asked for your father's file. We failed him once. We won't fail him again. Donald J. Trump inside the envelope was also a medal, not for Noah, but for Master Sergeant Daniel Hayes. Along with it, a note from the Department of Defense, posthumously awarded the Air Force Commendation Medal for exemplary service and sacrifice. Noah held the medal, eyes burning. After all these years, someone had finally listened. Jaden found him later in their shared quarters. Noah was holding the medal like it was sacred. "You okay?" Jaden asked. Noah nodded. "Better than I've been in a long time." "You really shook the world, man." "I didn't mean to," Noah said. "Maybe not. But you gave people permission to speak. That matters." Noah looked at the medal. "It's not just for him. It's for every mechanic who got overlooked. Every soldier who never got a second glance." "You made silence speak," Jaden said. Noah didn't reply. He just placed the medal beside his dad's photo and whispered, "We got it, Dad." 2 months later, a private ceremony was held. No press. Noah had asked to keep it small, for family and fellow personnel. A White House representative delivered a message. "The president thanks you for holding him accountable." As the medal was pinned to a folded flag and handed to Noah's mother, tears streamed down faces. Noah stepped forward. "This isn't just a ceremony. It's a correction, a reminder that it's never too late to honor the forgotten." Afterward, he requested a transfer, not to leave, but to lead. He was assigned to a wellness task force, helping improve mental health support for airmen. Trump called personally. "You're not just a mechanic anymore," he said. "You're a bridge between the quiet heroes and the voices that need to hear them." Noah returned to the same hangar, same jets, same oil-stained floor. But everything felt different. "So you're a big deal now," Jaden joked. Noah smirked. "Nah, just a mechanic with a louder wrench." "Think the president'll come back?" "If he does," Noah said, glancing at his dad's photo, "maybe this time I'll shake his hand." And months later, when Trump returned, he did. No cameras, no crowd. Just a handshake. Firm, respectful. Silent understanding passed between them. A new section of the base museum was unveiled, the Legacy Wall. At its center, a photo of Master Sergeant Daniel Hayes. Below it, a quote. "Sometimes, the strongest salute is silence that finally finds its voice." Noah now speaks across the country, not about politics, but about legacy. "Know your job," he tells cadets, "but know your voice too. Because sometimes speaking up is part of the mission." And in one final letter to his future son, Noah wrote, "Your grandfather was a hero. Not because he wore the uniform, but because he gave everything and asked for nothing. I hope you grow up brave enough to speak, even when it's uncomfortable." Before every shift, Noah starts the same way, a quiet tap on his dad's photo. "Let me fix more than just engines today." And in that hangar, filled with oil, echoes, and memory, silence finally speaks.